Good morning, everyone. Today I'm scrapbooking my oldest grand again. You know, I'm trying to get hers mostly done since she's graduating next year. Or is it the next year? I don't know, the way that the school year lands. She'll be graduating next season. I guess that's what I was gonna say. Okay, so I've got this picture of her. She's got on this cute little sweater dress and she's dancing with her dad. And actually, somewhere along the line, she changed her, or maybe it's 2 different days. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe this. Well, anyhow, I'm gonna put them on 2 separate pages so it doesn't matter. She got the same haircut, it looks like. I don't know, maybe this one's a little longer. But both of them have sweater dress. This has got little sweater pants, whatever you call those. And here she's got on shoes. But anyhow, she was dancing with her dad, and she must have been dancing with her dad both times because for some reason I had them together. And it might have been the same weekend. So anyhow, I'm gonna use Mintay's Chocolate Kiss. And you know, yesterday I was doing the theme of love. Well, I'm gonna carry on doing the theme of love, I guess, today because I'm using this Chocolate Kiss paper. And I'm gonna do a 2-page layout. I'm gonna put this one over here and these over here. And I'm just gonna have the one title unless you want love, you know, unless I could say love as a title because that's gonna be on there too. So, I'm gonna go ahead and just push this one out of the way because I'm gonna start with this one. I have to build them separately. Oh, and of course, no text all day and then I get a text. This is a paper from the 6x8. Is that what it is? Yes, it's 6x8 paper. And the other side is a gingham. But I'm just gonna put an 1/8 of an inch around this. That's my favorite kind of mat. Unless sometimes I might do a little bit bigger, but this is my favorite. Okay, so I'm gonna take her and plop her right in the middle. Oh, I guess I should show you this paper. It is gorgeous. It looks like a beautiful doily. And it's got little chocolates on it, cookies, roses. I mean, it's just beautiful. And I think I've only used it one time with me and my husband in a photo booth from when my second daughter got married. Okay, I'm gonna put this kind of down here because there's a spoon up here and I don't want that over her head because I'm gonna have the spoon continue. Let's see where that's at. So I'm thinking maybe about here, and I want it centered. And you know how I push over that one edge, so I gotta watch that. Okay, I'm thinking that's okay, but let me lay my spoon there just to be sure. Because I'm just gonna recreate the background. And that looks like the perfect spot for it. So I'm gonna push that down. And then I've got this up on dimensionals, and I've got my little tray here to put all my little pieces in, because I plan on having a big mess. I'm planning to contain the mess, that's what I'm really doing. And where's my little tweezers? Because I can't believe I'd put them too far from here. There we go. I really like my tweezers. Except for it's coming off faster with my fingernail, I guess. Ah! Except for I'm stuck to it. I haven't played with Mintay papers nearly enough these last 2 months, so I'm gonna try to make up for it. By doing 2 at a time, I guess. Okay, and I've got still one little piece here. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this right over top of the one that's there. Kind of like recreating the page. And then I have this beautiful ribbon that was on top of it. I love their little faux, or their little paper ribbons that I cut out. And I have the die cuts too, but I think all the ones that I've brought in are the ones that are the ones that I cut out. I think I grabbed those first because I'm like hoarding the other ones. I have no idea because I didn't realize I did it until just now. But I'm pretty sure that I don't have them mixed together. Okay, so I'm just gluing that down in a couple places. And I have dimensionals behind here and right here. And then I can put a little bit of glue here, but it's really not necessary until later. I just think Mintay and the 45 and Market, their ribbons are just so cute. When you see them, you think, is that dimensional? I mean, is it real? Because at first you kind of think it's real. Okay, now there's a little cookie here. And so I found one in the cut aparts. And actually, this one I think might be maybe it's not a smaller. It kind of looks like a smidgen smaller. So I'm putting it right there. There's also a little cookie here that I covered up. So I'm gonna replace it with another one. And it might be a different size too, but when you're overlapping them, it really doesn't matter. And then I have this little, it looks like a chocolate brownie with chocolate frosting. It's like making my mouth water just thinking about it. It looks like really good chocolate frosting. Okay, so I'm gonna stick that kind of here on the edge because it's not covering up. I don't have whatever that was back here, but I thought, oh, this looks enough like it that I'm just gonna use that because it looks very tasty. And then I'm gonna replace this ribbon also. It's so funny how it's like, I've been looking at these pictures, I pull them out, and it's like, no, I'm not gonna do that today. And how many times I pulled them out and never realized it was a different dress. And then she had shoes on and pink tights. Okay, so this is all I am going to do with this one, except for putting enamel dots on it. But I'm gonna do those at the same time. Okay, and then I have this one, which is gonna get my title. And I'm gonna call it, And They Danced. Isn't there a song where they say that in the song? It's like I can just hear it, like from the 80s or 90s or something. And it's like I must have listened to way too much music. Now I hardly ever turn it on, but I think I used to be in the car a lot, so it's like, then you got the radio on. Okay, so this, she's got her back to me, who is taking the photos, and here Daddy's spinning her around, and then she kind of goes out, and she's looking at me like, "Ain't I a good dancer, Grandma?" At least that's what I think she was saying. Okay, I gotta look at my other picture because this one's more difficult because I have to lay it out in my step here. So I'm gonna have this one just underneath this love here, or maybe just like it can overlap it a little bit because I'm gonna cover it. And then this one up a little higher, kind of next to the love. And this one I'm gonna pull it down a ways. Maybe kind of down there where it's kind of on this little, there's a chest here or a desk or something. Okay, it's probably a kitchen cupboard type thing. So I'm gonna bring that down here, but I'm gonna put this over because you can see that Cooper came out to see what all the dancing was about. Okay, so I'm gonna get this one laid down. So we want Cooper in the picture because this is when Brenna was, I think she was about 2.5. and then and now she's 17. So Cooper is no longer with us, but I thought she'd like to see him in the picture since he's right there watching him dance. And so I'm just kind of letting them overlap a little bit. Now, you know, now when I do pictures, I would have made these all fit on one page because I print pictures, you know, kind of as I go. But these ones were printed because it's like, remember the chips used to be, or the scan discs or whatever they call them? They used to be so expensive, and so you could get like maybe, I don't know, it seems like maybe you got 13 pictures or maybe 20 pictures or less. And so it's like I would go visit them, and then I would, you know, within the next week I would just be printing the pictures. So I have, you know, 4x6s of her. Nobody else's album is going to be as full just because I have all these 4x6s of her, and everybody else, you know, it's like they only need a single page sometimes. So okay, so I want this kind of, I'm hoping I'm getting it close to straight and just that little bit of overlap. And so I'm pulling this one down, oh, just a little too far, because I want it just on top of that little piece of wood that I see there. It's like a counter cupboard or something where they have the dessert sitting. I went to the grocery store today. Now you're seeing this, well, some of you are seeing this at 6 o'clock in the morning, but I always tape, or video the night before, tape, whatever. I make a disc with a camera, not with my phone. Okay, so I'm gonna have "And They Danced" right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and pause it so you don't have to live through this. So before I was doing that, I was saying how so it's like I taped or video the day before, and so it's like I got up this morning, made my smoothie, went off to church and cleaned that because the lady that was gonna clean this week, she hurt herself, but she called me today and she says I'll be back on it next week. Okay, so I'm taking this and I'm gonna put it right over top of the other one. Let's see, where do I want it to land? It's gonna land on top of the candy, the chocolates. I think I'm gonna put it there because that kind of looks like that's where, or you know, it kind of looks like it flows there well. So anyway, then I went to the chiropractor, got cracked. So that's what I always tell my husband. He says, "What to do today?" I went and got cracked. And then it's like I went to the grocery store, and it's like usually I go and spend, you know, $75. I mean, it's just me and my husband, but lots of times, you know, it's like we had bought some meat, so it's like or you know, sometimes we go to Costco and stuff, and we haven't been there for a long time. So I bought like 4 packages of chicken, and then with whatever else I bought, I spent over $300. It's like I was in shock. It's crazy. I don't know. I don't think I've ever spent $300 at the regular grocery store. You know, if I went to Costco, but it's like, you know, then I'm, you know, probably buying food for 2 or 3 months because it takes us so long before we go back there again. Okay, and then I got these beautiful Mintay flowers, which I just love. They're just so beautiful. And I'm gonna just like cascade them down from this corner of the picture and right into this little, it's like it looks like a hat box. It's so cute. So it's gonna just overlap that slightly. And then I have these cake pops. And I wouldn't have known that they were cake pops, but my grand twins each got one day when they were at, when their parents went to Starbucks. It's like, huh. So the ones that they had must not have been really good, because it's like, I don't think either kid finished theirs, and it's like, they're about the size of a Tootsie Roll Pop, so I'm thinking they must not have been real good because they didn't finish them. Okay, so I'm putting, and this is like a jar. I just love their little details. And that's the other thing I was thinking. It's like, I'm so into the details, I cannot believe that I didn't realize that she had on 2 different dresses. It's like, it's crazy. Okay, so this one these things I have glued or taped just flat. This one I have on a dimensional, like the regular thin profile dimensional. And then this one I'm gonna overlap this, so I have it up on the next height of dimensionals. Because otherwise it wouldn't have laid, straight. So that one I'm putting there. Oh, and I can't see the love. Can I move that? Or maybe I can move this one up just a hair, because I kind of want to see that. I love the little tag and everything. I kind of like to do some embellishments and just make some cute tags one day, so I might do that. Okay, I'm gonna stick my head in the camera. And you can see my messy ponytail. It was so hot after cleaning the church, it was like, oh my gosh. And then me and the lady I was cleaning with, it's like, we just stood out in the heat and chatted. We were there for like a whole another hour and a half, I think, just chatting. Okay, so now I'm using these enamel dots, and some of them are this sparkling red, which match the ribbon, and then I also have some white ones, so I thought I would kind of alternate them because I only have a few of each. So I only have 2 of the big red ones and 2 of the, let me see if I can kind of work it out so I kind of have them, in some kind of design here. So I'm gonna put a red one on this page. I kind of want it there. And then I'm gonna bring one over here, and this is probably silly, but I'm gonna do this anyway. It's like, and then I'm gonna use the big white sparkly, and I think I'm gonna put it right on this little hat boxing because I think that's adorable. And then I'm gonna go back to the second size red ones, and maybe lots of times I don't mix colors, but I'm gonna mix it up today. Live on the wild side. That's what happens when I've been outside for too long in the heat. So now I'm just kind of going to the next size, and it's like, I'm not going to count these because I got way more than my quota of the size, or of the embellishments, I'm sure. Okay, so now I don't have any up here except for that one red one. So where do I want to stick another one? Maybe down here by this chocolate. Okay, so now I just have, see, I've got 3 whites and 2 reds. So let me put a little more reds in here. Stick them down by this flower. And I'll do the same over here. I guess you can't really do the same, but it's almost kind of the similar layout with the embellishments here and there. Okay, now what do I want? I definitely want 3 at the top, or 3 or 5, 3, 5, or 7. Okay, I think I'm gonna stick one here. Okay, and then I've got 5 down here, 5 down here. Okay, and you know, if you don't know how to put on the enamel dots, just remember 3, 5, and 7. Repeat after me. Okay, that's not stuck down, but I will get that later. And so that's it for my 2-page layout of obviously 2 different dances here. So thank you for joining me. I will have close-ups at the end, and I will be back tomorrow, maybe with a baby layout, because I've been kind of planning one of those. And so it's just, and I have the same deal. I have the 4 pictures, and I keep trying to put them on one page, and I just don't think it's going to happen. So I think I'm going to do another 2-page layout tomorrow if I do the baby one. So you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.